Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a comedian from Compton. Give it up for my boy, Bebos.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Compton-ass Bebos.
Yes, sir.
You still stay in Compton or what?
No, not no more. I grew up there, but not no more. I'm in Riverside now, Riverside County.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize how big Riverside County is. That's pretty fucking big. How far does it stretch? Like, how many cities are in Riverside County?
I think it goes all the way to
Temecula. Yeah, that's far.
Yeah, think Temecula, and then after that is San Diego County after Temecula.
Have you been to that new mic down there in Menifee, the Above the Iron?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll be there tomorrow.
Well, this will be out a week later, but I haven't been there, but someone says it's like an hour away. Is Menifee past Temecula or is that before Temecula?
No, it's like when you're going to Temecula, and then right before you get to as soon as you pass Lake Elsinore, there's like a road that you hit left and you just go straight down this.
So you're super close then, right?
No, it takes me about 40 minutes to get there too from my house.
Because I know they do open mics on Wednesdays, and someone's like, let's go, but it's like an hour from here. I was like, fuck, it's like driving to LA.
But they're worth it because they're sold out.
Yeah, I've never been there. I just heard about it recently. I know it's newer. I was talking to, shout out to Frank. I'm going to have him on, but we had to reschedule, but
yeah.
I'm still interested in having him on. I want to talk about his new venue. That's pretty badass.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's
that's badass when comics open up their own venues and shit, like we need more spots. Like, no more bar shows, none of that bullshit, like.
No, I like the bar shows, man. I think, look.
They're fun, but I like when people come to pay to watch instead of versus someone just like.
No, it all depends. If you do free bar shows, then you do free bar shows. But if you do a bar show that is right, and then you charge, they'll still come if you put the right comics and you have the right people there. Because, if you do a bar show and you just get in a bunch of open micers. No, the thing is, it's nothing wrong with open micers. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're not polished yet. They're not ready. They got to be ready so the people can see a good show, especially if you're charging. Because if you're charging money for people to come and see the show, and then you're putting comedians that are not ready, those comics are going to be good eventually, but it takes time to develop your material. Takes a long time, bro.
Trust me, I know.
A lot of comics, man, they've been doing comedy for like 2-3 years, and they're like, oh, I could do it. No, bro.
Like, remember when we did that show at the Rock Gallery?
Yeah.
After that night, the guy hit me up and was like, hey, you want a headline? I was like, no, like, I'm not a fucking headliner. Like, I know my place. I know I'm an opener, a feature at most, if anything, and he's like, oh, you can a headline if you want to. I'm like, to me, in my mind, a headliner is someone who can put an hour in, fill the room. I'm like, I'm not that guy, Yeah. So I declined. I was like, maybe later down the line, but I can't headline. But how do you feel about people headlining in that little time, like 2 or 3? I was only 2 years in when he asked me.
I don't know.
It's a compliment that I got asked, but I'm like, I know I'm not that guy yet. I want to earn my stripes.
Yeah, a lot of comedians right now are doing crowd work, and crowd work is fine. It's fine, but there's a time and place for that. A lot of comedians now, the new comedians, I'm not shitting on them, but that's all they do. Crowd
you
work.
Fucking murder at crowd work. Like, I'm clapping up for you. The other night, you're like, we had a show the other night. This was like, I got brain fog. I just came back from vacation, blah, blah, blah. You went up there and fucking destroyed. Like, did the video come out or did it really shut off on you while you were filming?
Yeah, it shut off halfway, bro.
You didn't get the nail polish part? That bit was so fucking funny.
I didn't even go that far because I got upset. I'm like, wow. I think I was supposed to connect my phone. To the camera, and I didn't.
Well, hey, so for those who were there, got to witness it, but that was fucking gold. And you were like, I had brain fog. I wish I had that brain fog because you fucking murdered.
But I could do a lot of crowd work. I could actually really do it, but I choose not to because, first of all, I want to work on my jokes because I want to have a special one day.
Exactly.
You can't do a special with crowd work. It's
Well,
not
there
gonna
are
work.
some comics that do that, like big.
Nah, but it's crap. We know, the people that know about comedy, we understand. And I know I'm probably gonna get shit for it, but I still believe in writing. I believe in having polished material. So you go in there and you look professional.
See, the other night I tried out a couple new bits, and I wanted to engage with the audience, like ask a couple questions, and they were all crickets. Like none of them would respond to me, so I was like, "Fuck!" Like,
No, I saw you. You did really good,
but
bro.
I'm saying like I want to be more connected with the audience. You know, like instead of just going there and telling my bits and getting off, like I want to be like, "Hey, how's it going? Like let's have a
Yeah, yeah,
conversation."
yeah.
And nobody was giving me no feedback is because people are afraid to talk because they think I'm Rene Vaca and I'm gonna shit on you. You know, like he's a good crowd work guy, but I'm not a crowd work guy either. But I just want to engage with the people. You know. And people nowadays they see these clips of these crowd work comics and they're afraid. Nobody wants to sit up front anymore. Like I'll invite my coworkers to come watch. They're like, I've never been to a comedy show. Do I got to sit up front? I'm like, no, you can sit wherever you want, but like, not every comic is gonna go and shit on you. And I was like, if the comic talks to you, just don't respond, and he's just gonna move on to somebody else, you know, because you're not gonna stand there talking to somebody and they don't respond. You're gonna
Yeah.
clearly move on, you
No,
know.
you give them. See, when you give somebody reasons to, they're gonna do it. Like if you're distracting the crowd, if you're on your phone, or if you're just talking.
Like that guy with the nail polish.
Yeah, the guy with the nail polish, especially that guy. I mean, he's a good guy. You notice that I didn't even say nothing bad about him.
Mhm.
I got his attention. I did a little bit of crowd work on him, and then I went back to my jokes.
Yeah, it's like you gotta like you don't want to push it too far, but yeah.
No, I don't like insulting people because they're there for a reason to watch
No,
the
but
show.
honestly, I would like I'm not worthy of you. You're fucking crowd work. Your wittiness. You're amazing. Like I can't wait to see your special when it comes out. Invite me, please. I
Oh
will
yeah,
go.
thank you, man. I've been doing it for 16 years, man. So I learned.
Where did you get your start at? Where did you start? L.A.
Oh
or you
man,
started in Compton?
no, I started. It was crazy, bro. Like I started doing comedy a long time ago, man. I'm talking about. I was in college, bro, and then one of my buddies said, "Hey, they're having because I was doing theater arts, and they said, hey, they're having a comedy club. I mean, a comedy class. You want to take it?" And I was like, you know what? Because I was just there for fun. I was in college for fun. I was not there to be like this.
You were partying and shit.
Yeah, I was not. I wasn't serious about it, bro. I was like, man, I'm just gonna take 7 semesters of karate. Fuck it. Nah,
Did
but
you learn karate or no?
nah, I was just playing. No. I was doing theater arts, and I was like, I want to do theater arts and see where I'm at, because
Mhm.
I always wanted to be an entertainer. I was doing music at the time, and then they told me about the comedy class, and so I took it. And at the end, you were supposed to do 3 classes, three shows. It was gonna be a bar show, no, 2 bar shows, and then a comedy club, which was at the Ice House.
Oh, nice.
This is a long time ago, bro.
The old high house.
Yeah, I was a little kid, bro. When I was a little kid, like this is a long ass time ago, and I did it right. I did the first class, the first test for me was at a bar show, and I did really good at the bar show, man. But I was cussing a lot.
Where was the bar at? In L.A. or O.C.?
It was in LA. I was cussing a lot, bro, but they were laughing. But and then my teacher was like, "Oh man, that was a little intense." But he said, "Oh, hey, you got them laughing. That's all that matters." I'm like, cool. So the second time we did it at another bar somewhere in East LA, and the same thing. I got the same response. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing." And then the final was gonna be at the Ice House, and they said, "Oh, you gotta." It was like a bringer show. So I brought a bunch of my friends. They came to watch me, and I same thing. I started cussing because I was working on these jokes. They were working, and everybody was laughing. And then the guy that was, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to put him on blast, but this guy, I still remember his name and all that. He was like, "Oh, you're not gonna make it because you cuss too much."
Is he still in the comedy game?
I'm not gonna say nothing, but
Hey, all I can say is fuck that fool.
yeah, I can say that too. But this guy said, "No, you're not gonna make it because."
That was the early back in the day. You had to be clean because back then comedians were doing comedy to get sitcoms. So writers or directors would come to comedy shows and expecting you to be Full House or Roseanne or any of those things like those made for TV shows. That's why I was like, it's weird.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even like that. It was just that guy was an idiot, bro. He doesn't look. This is the way it starts in comedy. You could start being dirty as hell, be dirty, cuss all you want, but eventually you're gonna learn how to do comedy, right? And then you're gonna be able to learn how to substitute the bad words to the good words
Mhm.
and not cuss. Eventually, we all start. Everybody starts with dick jokes and pussy joke, you know what I mean? Everybody, it's
See,
fine. But
my
if
problem is I cuss in my natural like conversation, so like so it's hard to like kind of cut that out.
Yeah, but see, like one thing I've learned is like you learn once you start learning how to do comedy, like once you learn and you got your set right and everything, you'll be able to change the bad words to okay words to normal words. Like you won't have to say shit. You could say poop or you know what I mean?
So the few new bits that I did, they don't have any cussing or anything like that. So I did them the other night. Those are like two clean jokes that I would say are clean, and they worked. So I'm starting to get it, but I still have my dick and fart jokes. You
Yeah.
know, like
Well, let me tell you what happened though. So this guy said that I was never gonna make it because I was cussing too much, not understanding the way comedy works. So I quit. Because
you,
I got discouraged because he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna make it." My teacher was like, "Well, I can't give you a good grade because this guy's a professional," and he said that you cuss too much. And I left it like that for like 10 years, bro. For 10 years, I didn't do comedy. I was just focusing on my music and stuff. And then one day, 10 years after, one day, my cousin was like, my cousin Noel Rod, shout out to that guy. He's the one that got me back into comedy. Like I can honestly say, he got me into comedy. 10 years after, bro, this fool was like, "Hey, you're funny," and it was like, I was like, "No, I'm not." He was like, "You're funny. I've been doing comedy." He was already doing it for a year.
is he still doing comedy
Yeah, he's
now?
still doing comedy. Shout out to Noel
He's
Rock.
your cousin?
Yeah, it's my blood cousin. Yeah.
No, well, I don't know if I know him.
No, you don't ever met him probably. Noel Rock.
Where is he
He's
from?
more like in the valleys, area.
I'll look him up later. Maybe I know him. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, him. He told me one day, "Hey, you're funny. You should be a comedian." And I was like, "Nah, bro. They told me that I can't be a comedian because I cuss too much." He was like, "Who said that?" I was like, and I told him. He was like, "Man, everywhere I go, they cuss, bro." And then I was like, "All right, fuck it." So he invited me to a bar in East LA, bro. And I sat there. It was in Whittier. I sat there and I was kind of drunk. And I was sitting in the front, and the host started picking on me, bro. Started picking on me like, bah. And then my cousin went up. He was performing that night. And then he said, "Oh, that fool was cussing at you. That's my cousin. He's funny." And he was like, "Oh, you think you're funny, fool?" And I'm like, "No, I never said that." He was like, "Well, come up here, tell some jokes to see how funny you are." Like he was trying to make an example out of me. Like this is why you shouldn't try comedy, you know. So he was like, "Come up," and I was like, "Hell no." He was like, "Come up." I said, "Hell no." So he started calling me a pussy. He was like, "Cause you're a pussy." That's when I was like, and the whole audience, bro, pussy, pussy. You know how embarrassing,
Damn.
bro? When I was drunk, I was like, damn, it was embarrassing, bro. But I didn't have nothing to talk about because I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not here for comedy. So I got brave and I said, "I'll come next week." I said, "I'll do it next week." He was like, "You ain't gonna do it. Shut up." I was like, "I'll do it next week." So he invited me. I said, "All right, come next week then." So I wrote some shit, bro. I wrote some of the stuff that I already had. I kind of,
Rewrote it.
yeah, because I was at a bar, kind of, and then I added some more shit. I went up there, bro, and I blanked out. I'm pretty sure that happens to everybody.
That happened to my very first open mic. I went blank for like a minute, and like I was ready to walk off stage, and someone was like, "You can do it," and then I finally got through the last minute of the open mic.
Well, I was still kind of buzzed when I went up because I was like, I got to drink. So I went up there and I forgot everything that I wrote. So I just started going off the top of my head. Bro, I had them laughing for 5 minutes, bro, nonstop. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? So I got off the stage and that fool was like, "You just got lucky, fool." He was like, "I got another spot. You want to come in on Friday?" Because it was like on a weekday. He's like, "Come on Friday, bro. I got another spot. I'll give you a spot so you can see that you got lucky." I said, "All right." So he invited me to that spot and I did good again, bro.
Hell yeah.
And then that's when it grew, man. Everything in 2010, that's when it grew. That shit just triggered something in my brain, bro. That shit, I don't know. I got addicted to it and then I haven't stopped.
Who's been your like biggest comedy influence? Like, it doesn't have to be a famous person, just anybody in the comedy journey that you've had so
Oh,
far.
bro, no, it's my favorite comedians, bro. Like watching Chappelle, watching Cat Williams. It's funny, like people don't even know those are my favorite comedians, bro. Like watching Cat Williams and Chappelle, those comics, those are the kind of comics I like, you know. And then I was like, I'm trying to learn from every comic because I want to. I noticed that I look at comics that are opposite of me,
Mm.
that are not like me. So Chappelle was like slow, tempo, chill.
Mm.
Cat Williams is extreme, like he's,
Yeah, yeah.
like wild.
I would describe you like a Cat Williams, high energy.
Yeah, probably. I think because people have told me that, but I don't see him. I don't see myself like that. But I am influenced by Cat Williams and Chappelle. And then I recently I went with shout out to Fluffy for taking me to New York, by the way.
His
Lo-
birthday's coming up this week.
I love you, Fluffy. Happy birthday.
They're doing like a 50th birthday show, and you get
Yeah.
like free stuff there.
Oh yeah, awesome, man. That guy's, I'm telling you, the way he is when you see him, you know how cool he is. That's exactly how he is in person, bro.
I can relate to him because like he's into wrestling and he likes comedy. It's like I used to be into wrestling when I was little, and I like comedy since I was a kid, and like
Yeah.
very relatable. Yeah.
Bro, that dude is the most humble, chill.
How did you meet him? Is it because you posted about wanting to help him work out?
Yeah, I just posted something and then
is that what got his attention?
I don't know how I did it, bro, but we started talking and then I was talking to him and then he was like, "Hey, what are you doing Monday?" And I was like, it was the week before and I was like, nothing. He was like, "You want to do my show?" And I was like, "Yes." But I thought I was going to do it at the Improv or the Laugh Factory.
He's like, "Oh, we're going to New York."
He was like, "Hey, somebody's going to call you like in an hour or so. Just give them all your info." Bro, he booked a flight, a room, everything.
That's a dream
New York,
come
bro.
true. You know how many comics that I reach out to try to do this podcast and get left on red? You make a little post and then the full books you a flight out of state. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, that's Fluffy for you. For the people that don't know Fluffy, Fluffy is the nicest, cool person you're gonna ever meet.
They say that he does a lot for like fellow comics. Like he gives a lot of opportunities.
Bro,
Like,
you seen him?
like
Bro, when have you seen the perfect example? The stand-up revolution. I still remember that. When I started doing comedy, that shit was going on Comedy Central. He was putting all the Latinos on Comedy Central, bro.
yeah, someone said that like he does these big arena shows or these big the Dodgers Stadium whatever.
Yeah.
He still invites the local comics to come
Yes.
open. Like
Yes, that is facts.
so that's pretty badass.
Man,
Fluffy, if you ever watch this, I'll cold open for you for 3 minutes.
hey, Fluffy, I love you, man. I can't wait to work with you again.
No, but how was that with that trip when you went out there?
Oh, man, it was amazing, bro. Just being in the car with that dude, bro, it's like,
Were you like in a SUV and
Yeah, yeah.
drivers like you're like the president and shit?
yeah, but it's crazy. Like, that dude, look, man, Fluffy can't go anywhere, bro, because if you go somewhere, everybody knows Fluffy. I don't care where he's at in the world, bro.
Did you guys go out to dinner or anything? Or
Yeah,
just-
after the show, yeah, but it's crazy. I can't even explain it, bro. That dude is a superstar, bro. Like, I don't think I ever been around a superstar like that ever in my life.
You know what's crazy is like a lot of people talk shit on him back in the day, but like he hustled from day one. Like I've heard people say like he had a job when he first started comedy, he was making good money,
Mhm.
and then he left that job and was not making shit. He's like I couldn't pay rent, I got evicted. Like so he's been through the struggles. People act like he's
Nah,
been
but
rich.
He,
Like
he built that dude built from he's the American dream. That dude built everything from scratch, bro. Like crazy.
he's
From
one of the first
talent.
The first specials I saw was on Comedy Central, like one of the fluffy ones.
Yeah.
And I used to watch that with my parents when I was a kid, and like we used to sit on the TV and watch that shit. Like,
Bro, well, let me tell you something I told you I'm influenced by Cat Williams and Chappelle and Fluffy now.
hell yeah.
And not because I went with them on the road, bro. Because I saw what he could do with clean comedy, bro. This dude did like over an hour, bro. Clean material.
His last
Listen,
special,
and he gets a standing ovation, bro, before and after, bro. When have you seen a comedian that is clean get standing O's, bro?
Bill Cosby. I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's Bill Cosby and Fluffy.
Hey, but what was I gonna say? I seen his last special. He did get a little dirty in the Dodgers Stadium one.
Yeah, but he counted. He said, I said the F-bomb like 4 times.
No, but what I'm saying.
No, bro, he's clean.
I'm saying I watched him forever, and then to finally see him cuss, and I was like, oh my god, like it was like a shocker. Like he finally like stepped. He's done everything. He's at the fucking Dodgers Stadium. He can do whatever he wants, you know.
Bro,
Like,
come on, man. This dude is amazing. And another person that helped me out in my comedy career too. Rest in peace to Jeff Garcia.
yes.
Dude, that dude put me on. But if it wasn't for JoJo, shout out to JoJo Garcia too, because he's the reason why I started touring with Jeff Garcia.
Isn't it crazy how comedy works? Like you meet somebody, and then next thing you're doing this, doing that. Like I met Jeff Garcia before I met JoJo. I actually met him the same night, but I went to go see Jeff. I've watched Jeff since I was a kid, right?
Mhm.
I've seen him a few times, and he was performing at the Ontario Improv, and I went to go watch, and I sat front row, and I went by myself. Like when I first got into comedy, like I've been a fan of comedy a lot. My wife does not really care about comedy, but
Yeah.
most women don't. But I was there to watch because I was by myself, and if you go by yourself, they sit you front row, right?
Yeah.
So I was by myself, they sat me front row, and I was just sat with a random couple, it was just me. And then he does his little crowd work, he's talking to everybody, asking people stuff.
Yeah.
So they started talking to me. He's like, do you know those people? And I'm like, I don't know these people. Where I was sitting right there, and they're like, he's like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I was only been doing comedy for like 6 months, and I was like, oh, I do stand up comedy. He's like, oh yeah, really, fucker, when's your next show? And I had booked a show with Lola, Lola Ibarra.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was doing a show the following week. I was like, I got a show next week. He's like, what about tonight? I was like, I'm here right now. And he's like, no, like tonight we're gonna do another show. I want you to open for me. And I was like, are you serious? And the fucking crowd went nuts. And
Oh my God.
and then after the show, they're like, I was like, was he serious? And I went to go talk to the host. I was like, he said I can open for him. Like, is that fine? And the girl was like, yeah, and I don't think so. And then I was getting ready to leave. I thought like that's it. And then some other dude came up to me. Shout out to Adrian Luna. He's like, hey, Jeff wants you to cold open for him. I didn't even know what cold opening was. And he's like, oh, you're gonna do 3 minutes. Don't say anything else. Go up there, do 3 minutes, and then get the fuck off. And I was like, yes, sir. I went up, did my cold open, and it was the rest is history. And then I went and sat next to JoJo after. He was like sitting in the VIP
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
And that's so I met. He doesn't remember me then, but I had met him. He was with some chick, but I met JoJo like maybe like a year before he started comedy. And then I started this podcast, right? And then I had seen JoJo around. I'd seen him popping over, and
Yeah.
I hit him up. I was like, hey, you want to do my podcast? I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I didn't know he was Jeff's son. I didn't know.
Okay.
And then he showed up here, and we just clicked ever since. We've been friends ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't want to talk about his dad. I get it. He didn't want to be like in the shadows of it. He didn't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah, because there are people right away. People got always got something to say, but it's like, who cares? People are always gonna say shit. Whether if you're doing good, they want the worst for you. If you're doing bad, they supposedly cheer for you. Because remember, people are gonna cheer for you when they're doing better than you. When you start doing better than them, all the cheering stop and all that positive shit goes away.
People
You
got
already know how it works.
People got mad when I did that show with Jeff, and the night that I posted it, I was only like 6 months in. I was like, I just opened for Jeff Garcia.
Because
People were talking shit already. I hated
because
him.
they want you to stay the same. They don't want you to do better than people. But who cares?
But I ended up doing a few more shows with Jeff. He gave me more time. I've done a few more shows. It's crazy how many times we've done shows like 5 or 6 times together. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, and that's how I met you. I met you through them. So
Yeah,
So-
when I met JoJo, bro, I started back comedy. That's when 2025 was the best comedy year of my life.
where did you guys meet at?
It was at a like a car shop, bro. Like they were like fixing cars. And
A
they,
body shop?
yeah, and they started doing like comedy in there, bro. It was called the Bridgetown.
I've heard of it, but I've never
Yeah, it
been
was
there.
like an open mic, and they had like cars in there. They were like fixing cars, and they had a spot.
A chop
like,
shop?
Yeah, like a garage, bro. And I met JoJo there, bro. I didn't even know he was Jeff Garcia's son.
So I'm saying me neither. When I had met him that night, I hadn't seen him for like a year.
Hmm.
He was a little kid. He was young, curly ass hair and shit. I sat next to him and a girl, and then I had just seen him on posters. He started the Grins and Sin shit, his little Temple Bar
Oh
show.
yeah.
And I'd seen flyers. I'd seen people I knew doing shows with him. That's when I was like, hey, you want to do my podcast? I was reaching out to anyone like to do my podcast because I was new with the podcast. I needed guests, and he came right away. He brought his own photographer. He had a friend. He was his own photographer. And I was like, what the fuck? Like this kid has a photographer, and the dude was taking behind the scene pictures and shit. But his friend moved away, but he was cool. And then I've had JoJo on like 3 more times. Like he's been on 4 times. He wants to come back again. I'm like, let's have a break. Like let's give it a few months so we have something to talk about when you come back.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, but yeah, when I met him, he's the one that told me. I didn't even know he was Jeff Garcia's son. We just started talking, right? And he was like, "Oh, we started just, exchanging information." And then he told me, "You should come to my dad's show. He's got a show." And I was like, "Who's your dad?" He told me, "Jeff Garcia. He's coming back. He got sick." And I was like, "Me too. I just got back. I'm sick. just because I was sick for a while." So that's why I stopped comedy for a while because I was sick, not because I wanted to stop.
Mhm.
People thought I quit. I'm like, no, I was almost dying, bro. Like I almost died.
I love your Mexico coffee bit that you did. I don't know. I've only seen you do it one time. You still do that?
No,
or no?
yeah, I do, but it's too long. It's like 8 minutes,
Who
bro.
cares?
Nah, but it eats up. Like I'm a nobody, so when I do shows, they only give me like 10, 12 minutes, 7 minutes. So that's gonna take all the time for one joke. I want to work on other little things that
Mhm.
that I write.
Maybe
But-
you could try to break it down, like make it short. I have shorter and long versions of
Nah,
my
it's gotta
jokes.
be. That's gotta be the way it is.
Hey, but it was a great. I remember you did it one time at the Antica, and that shit fucking.
Oh,
killed it.
I've done it a few times, and it's like I only do it when I'm gonna do like 45 minutes to an hour. Then because I've done shows like that already. But yeah, when I met JoJo, he was like, "Yeah, you gotta come to my dad." And then I guess he told his dad like, "Hey, you gotta see Bebos," and he was like, "I think I know that dude." He was like, he better be funny, blah blah blah. I was like, all right. So I went there and I started working with them, man.
The first time I booked a show with, after I had JoJo on the pod, he booked me on his Temple Bar. That's when I met you. You were there that night. It was you, Jeff, Chris. What's his name?
Chris Simpson.
Chris, and then somebody else. But you guys were outside talking and chilling, and I was trying to say bye to JoJo, and I didn't want to interrupt you guys. I was like, I didn't want to do an Irish goodbye. I was like, bye guys, and you had performed that night too, and you fucking destroyed that night. I was like,
Oh, thanks, man.
ever since I've seen you, I've said this before, like you're bigger than what you should be. You know, like every I've never seen you bomb before. Like the other night, you're like, I have brain fog. You fucking probably the best I've ever seen you. Like, do you take Alpha Brain or some shit? Like, how do you stay so
Nah, bro.
sharp?
It's just because I love doing it. I don't. There's no special powers or nothing. I think I learned that throughout the years. I learned that I'm naturally funny.
Same.
It took me a while to understand that because I didn't want to sound cocky.
You know,
But
go-
there is two kinds of comics. There's comics that learn how to be funny, and there's comics that are naturally funny.
can I tell you something? I don't think there's a learn funny. You're funny or not.
Nah, you could learn, bro.
I that's my opinion. I don't know. I've seen people who've been doing it for years and they're still not funny. It's like you can't learn it. You could take classes, you could
Nah,
read
but
books.
they get their job done. They're not gonna be like a guy that is natural, but they're still gonna be funny. I know a few. I could tell who's learning how to be funny.
You know what I noticed about you? You're like me. Like when you're not doing comedy, you don't fuck around. Like you're not. There's people who joke all the time that don't turn it on and off. Like
Oh,
I turn it off. But like when you're not doing comedy, I notice like you're just a normal dude. Like you wouldn't even know you do comedy.
yeah, I turned into Rafael.
Like
It's just-
like me too. Like
Yeah.
my people I know or coworkers, like you do comedy. Like I turn it on and off. Like when I'm home with my wife and kids, I joke around, I fuck around with them, and then they get all sensitive. So like I try not to, but like I have to know you to be fucking around, to be comfortable talking shit or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know. I'm not gonna just rip on somebody I don't know, you know. But I noticed the same thing about you. Like when you're not on stage, you're not like some of those people that just constantly have to be funny. That's kind of becomes annoying, you know. Like
yeah, I don't do that.
they don't know how to turn it on and off. But
I turned it off. It's funny, like it turns on right before I go on stage, and as soon as I step out of stage, that character is gone. Bebos is gone. It's like just Rafael Soto, me, my real name, and I just turn into a normal person. Maybe boring because I talk about health, I talk about workouts, so I become a boring ass guy because because I got sick, so now I got to take care of my health. So I talk about health, I talk about positive stuff, I talk about stuff that is real. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't want to be funny because I know when to be funny, and it only counts when you're on stage.
like in school, I was never the class clown or this and that. Like amongst friends, we fucked around, but like I was never like I never was never trying to like put on to fit in, you know. Like that's why a lot of people are like, you do comedy, like because I'm mostly quiet around like work and shit. Like I keep to myself, like. But like when I'm around my friends, I can open up and fuck around, especially around other comics. You can talk shit, fuck around, you know. But like there's some people that just have to be funny 24/7 and just like, okay, we get it, you know. Like
There's a lot of people. Well, in Compton, when I was a kid, I didn't know I was a funny guy, and but I remember everybody wanting to work with me. Like when I started, because I'm an iron worker. That's what I do, my real job, and and then everybody wanted to work with me. It's crazy. Like all my friends are like, "Hey, man, I want to work with you. You're fun. You're fun." And then I became a boss, bro, a foreman, and then everybody was cool with me because I'll fuck around with them, and then they get the job done.
you're Mr. George.
No, because I don't care if they mess around. I'm like, look, I don't care if you talk shit, mess around, just get the job done. And I think that's what they liked about me.
So you build buildings and stuff like that?
Yeah, iron worker, like union, like just welding and stuff like that.
Have you worked on any like big buildings?
Yeah,
Like,
think of the SoFi Stadium. That was my last big job.
oh, sick.
Yeah, I worked at the Staples Center. I was a little kid.
I've never been to the SoFi, but I've driven by. That place is massive. I watched a video about how like they constructed it, how they had to like dig like underneath and then build columns so that
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like the math and the science behind these buildings is crazy.
Bro, I worked at the Staples Center, at the at the SoFi Stadium. I worked at the Kodak Theater. I worked at the was it the Staples Center now? I don't know what they call it now.
It's called crypto.
Yeah,
arena.
I worked on that too, bro.
That's
uh,
badass.
I worked on a bunch of like in
You-
Vegas.
When you drive by, do you tell your wife, "Oh, I built that. I built that. I built
Yeah,
that."
no, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's like, but yeah, I'm so used to it now, But now it's like all these restrictions, and I don't like it no more. I don't like the way the safety and
Yeah, the OSHA bullshit.
that's all crap. It's
You
all
can't
bullshit.
drink on the job no more.
Oh, they used to. But yeah, that's what I used to do, and all my friends wanted to hang out with me, but I never knew why, and now I understand because I used to make them laugh the whole time. They're just having a blast with me as a
Mm.
coworker, because when you're working, you're shooting the shit, you're talking shit, and everybody was like, "I want Bebos, I want to work with Bebos," and I was like, "Wait a minute," and then my cousin's the one that told me, "You're funny, bro," and that's I was like, maybe I am because a lot of people laugh.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I got brothers and sisters.
How many children is there?
We're 8, all of us.
Are you the middle child?
Yes, I'm the ignored one.
See, this is why I asked the last guest. Like they say, the most of the time comics are I'm a middle child as well. That
Mhm.
you become the comedian because you were ignored, and then you have to like fight for attention
Yeah, I
and
can't
shit.
hang out with the little one. I can't hang out with the older one. So I was just on my own.
See, like I don't do this for attention. I do it because I love it. Like I've been a fan of comedy since I was a kid. Like a lot of my childhood memories is watching comedy specials, shit with my family, and like
Yeah.
and now I just feel like I started comedy at 34. I waited. I wanted to do comedy forever, but I didn't know anyone. Like
34 is actually a good age, bro,
you-
because you're
I
you're old enough to went you already went through some bad shit. I'm pretty sure you went through breakups, bad relationships, good relationships, problems in life. So all those things, those experiences help you become a comedian. When you're young, what are you going to talk about?
yeah, because I heard a lot of comics that I started at 16. I started at 17. I'm like, if when I was 16 or 17, I don't even know. I don't even remember. Like I was playing video games and chilling. Like I had nothing to talk
Oh,
about.
I
You
was
know,
in Compton fucking doing bad. No, and I'm not a gangbanger, but I was doing bad shit too. I was not a gangbanger, but I was doing bad shit. And then at age 17, I got shot.
Where?
Lung and liver, bro. I got the big old scar
You
from.
don't have to show. I didn't know you
No,
got
I'm not gonna
shot.
show you. I'm not.
You can pull up your
No,
fucking.
no, but I got from the top of my pubic bones right here all the way to my like the middle of my chest right here. I have this big old scar, and then I got bullet holes, one right here, and then
You're like Tupac. What the
I,
fuck?
I had a collapsed lung, and then I was dying, bro. And then they shot me in my liver. It's crazy when they shot me in the back because they shot me in the back. I was breaking up a fight. It was stupid though. One of my friends was getting beat up, and I told the guy, "That's it, stop." And I pushed him, and I turned around to help my friend, and this fool just started shooting, shot me in the back, bro. Like he shot me in the back.
Did they catch the guy?
No, hell no.
Oh,
And
it's
then
Compton, huh?
yeah, and then it's crazy because when he shot me, I turned around, I was like, "You a bitch," and then I fell. I was like, "You a bitch," and then
Did you pass out?
yeah, no, I couldn't breathe. Everything looked yellow, and then I couldn't breathe, bro, because it collapsed my lung, and then I was throwing up blood because it
That's
shot me in the
crazy.
liver. Yeah, and I was dying, bro. And then some girl screaming, "Don't die, don't die!" I'm like, "Bitch, shut up! I don't want to die." And then yeah,
How old were you when this happened?
I was 17.
That's crazy. And this was in Compton?
Yeah, in Compton.
Was it like gang related?
South Central.
Was
South
it
Central.
gang related or just
No, they were gangbangers, not me.
Oh, so you were like in the movie what's the movie called? Boys in the Hood? Just a random.
That was terrible, bro. Like I lived in a terrible environment, bro, and but those are the things that made me who I am now. Like I respect people.
How come you don't have bits about that? I never heard you
No,
talk about
I
that.
haven't talked about it. I have a couple times, but not yet. I think that's why I want to save that material for my next.
Because I know you have a Compton joke where you talk about the stuff out there.
Oh,
in
I got a
Compton.
bunch of stuff, but you only seen some of it. There's a lot of shit that I haven't talked about because I've
Mhm.
been doing it for 16 years now. So I changed my jokes around, but I don't get rid of them. I just rotate, and then I'm like, sometimes I'll work with these jokes, and then one will come up, and then I'll just do it. Like yeah, I got a lot of material, man. So yeah, I could easily do an hour.
I've seen you do like 45 minutes at least.
Oh, I could do an hour like nothing, bro. Like, and I still got a lot more.
When do you think you're gonna have your special ready? Like,
Well, look, I don't like to talk about the plans, but I'm working on something. And I don't care.
what about a half an hour? Because I know like they say that and the hour is gone. Like, because everybody's attention span is
I
gone.
want to do something like that soon.
I think 30 to 45 minutes is good.
I want to do like a 45 and post it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, because 45 minutes is not too long, not too short, and it's nice and tight.
And the reason why I want to record my special, even if I'm not popular, because I know I'm ready. I know.
Trust me, you are.
I don't care what people say. I'm ready. I'm just not popular.
What do people say? Because you murdered.
Oh no, when it's funny because they don't know who I am, and then when they see me, they just don't know what to say.
I feel like you're the most underrated comic I've ever met. Like, you need to be here, but your time's gonna come. Everything happens for.
No, like even if look, like I said, like I tell everybody, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be able to work,
consistently. Yeah.
do comedy, and pay my bills. Like I don't care about being like this popular comedian. I don't care about because a lot of things come with that. A lot of
Yeah,
politics, a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
backgrounds.
yeah.
But when you're just jumping around making money and working.
I want to be how Jeff was. Remember how Jeff would just fucking any show, he just sell out any show, like all of he ran California. Like
Yeah, that's
that's
kind of like how I
that's a
want to be.
goal right there.
That's how I want to be. I want to make.
See, my goal is just to book clubs consistently and like call a club and be like, hey, I want to do a night tonight. And they're like, yes, sir. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
want to be able to call a theater that is like 300 seater
oh, well,
and
okay.
just say, hey, I want to get this night,
Hey,
and then sell it out.
my goal is clubs right now. You're ready for theaters. I'm ready for clubs. You know, like. But my first, I'm saying, I just want to be able to be consistent. You know, like where you're respected and people like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like you don't have to beg for time and
Oh,
shit.
you're
You
never
know?
gonna get respected in this game, bro. No, you can forget about the respect because there's always somebody that is not happy about your performance, And
There's a lot of snakes in the game too.
bro, one thing about me, bro, is like, um, how can I say this without sounding cocky, bro? Because then people are gonna
I'll do it for you. Go ahead.
they mistake my confidence with cockiness. Um, there is a lot of comedians out there that don't want me to open for them.
Because they don't want to follow you. I don't want to follow you. Fuck that.
And it's crazy because I'm like, bro, I just think about it. You know how stupid that sounds? For comedians that are out there getting kind of popular, listen, comedians, if you put me on that position and I become popular and then I start getting work, guess who's coming with me on the road?
Them.
The person that put me on. That's one thing that they don't understand.
Remember that thing I sent you where it said a lot of comedians put on these big theater shows or they have their specials and their openers do better than they do. I sent it to you. I was like, that's you. Like you're that guy that they're afraid of you. Like they don't want you to fucking murder and then they gotta follow you. Like
Think about it. Think about this, bro. I've been doing comedy for 16 years and only two headliners have taken me on the road. And they don't care how I do because they're still going to destroy.
it's humble people,
And it was, look, Fluffy, he put me on. Jeff Garcia put me on.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Garcia will go up and I will do really good. Jeff Garcia will look at me and be like, I ain't scared of you.
Hey, Jeff is a fucking you guys both murder. Like
Bro, he will go up there and just destroy right after me, bro. Like nothing. Like I wasn't even there.
I'm not gonna lie, just I've performed with both you dudes, and I'm like, fuck, I'm nowhere near these guys. Like I shouldn't even, I should quit comedy now.
Nah, bro. It's just you no, it's cause you can't.
I'm just telling you, you are him. You are the shit. So is Jeff. Like you guys could just go in any room in any setting and destroy. I never seen either of you guys bomb. Like you're inspirational. You know, like I want your energy. I want your wittiness. I want his energy. I want his wittiness. Like the way he was able to just fucking come up with shit on the fly, and you
Bro,
too.
one thing about Jeff that he didn't even know this, and I had to bring it to his attention. What Jeff Garcia, listen to me. Jeff Garcia is one of the greatest crowd work persons I have ever seen in my entire life, and I think he is the GOAT.
He
I don't
is.
care who's doing crowd work. If you pay attention to what Jeff Garcia was doing, I watched him because I went on tour with him in 2025, bro. I got to see him. And he wasn't even 100% because he was sick.
Mhm.
Remember, he had two
Yeah, yeah.
aneurysms? So he was performing at maybe 60, 70%. And this dude was a monster, bro.
Yeah, as soon as he got on stage, as sharp as a
Bro,
fucking
no,
pencil.
the thing is with him, the crowd work that he would do, it was like, he'll point something out. He'll point something out. He'll talk about something else, something else. And then almost at the end of his set, he will do a joke about all of them. I have never seen any person in my life do that, bro.
Like he knew the formula. Yeah.
Bro, he didn't even know he was doing that. I told him one day, I was like, you know you do this, Jeff? And he was like, for real? I'm like, yes. How the fuck do you finish by making a joke out of them? Like he will create his own. Like this dude can record a special every time he performs. And he will do like 45 an hour after me. But he would always have a different set, bro. It's crazy. I'm like,
It's the
how
experience. He's
the
been doing it since he was a kid, like 16 or 17 years old. Like,
35 years, bro, he was doing it.
his story's wild. Like I listened to his story, like how he started and the shit he went through, and
Bro, that dude, I'm telling you, the way he does the crowd work, that's why everybody loved him because he will make a joke at the end of the fucking I will sit there and be like, how the fuck is he doing this?
And when we did that show together, I've told Jojo about this. We did the show together at the what was that show in Redlands called? The brewery out there.
Oh, I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
He was just like the shit he was saying was like he was like we were in the fucking back. It was cold that night. We were in the back
Yeah,
brewery room. It was like a kind of cold.
yeah,
He was like, I ordered this beer an hour ago and it's fucking still cold. And I was like, God, why didn't I think of that? And there was like dogs and babies. And he was like, I
yeah,
never performed in front of dogs. And he's like, I've never performed in front of a freezer. Just like the little simple things he was saying.
yeah. They're simple, but not really because you gotta really know what you have to study the room. You know what I mean? That's what I do now. I learn
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you go. Look, that's why it's important. A lot of comics to go in there and go late. Like, attention, comedians. Okay, pay attention. You know, a lot of comedians go late and like, oh, I'm just gonna close the show out. So they go late. No, I want to be there since the beginning because I want to be able to read the room and see what they're laughing at. What what are people saying about what jokes are gonna work, what doesn't work, and then you go in there and then you figure it out. Like, all right, you're like, all right, now I know what to say. So you know what I'm saying? Like when we were doing that show the last show we did together, I was studying you guys. You didn't even know. I'm in
You
the back.
watching me bomb?
I know I didn't watch you bomb. You didn't bomb, fool. I'm watching all the comedians and I'm listening to everybody's material and I'm just trying to figure out what the people want to hear. Because the people are always ready to laugh. If they went to the comedy club or when they went to the show, it's because they want to go there to hear jokes. So I went up there and I'm like, I'm listening to everybody and I'm just collecting all the info in my brain. Like, all right, this guy said this guy said this girl said this. All right, now I gotta go in there. And then I go in there and then I just go in there and just boom. And I apply that information and it always works.
Well, how would you describe your comedy style?
Um, okay, one thing that bothers me about what people describe my comedy, because I know what I am, but people don't know what I am. A lot of people describe me as, oh, he's a high energy comedian.
I've said that because you are. That's just my
Okay, listen.
opinion.
Okay, but high energy doesn't make people laugh. That people dismiss my punchlines, my writing technique, my stage presence, my act outs, my ability to explode when I'm supposed to. They dismiss all of that, bro. I put all that together, and it took me 16 years to put it together. And a lot of people say that, oh, he's got high energy, bro. The high energy doesn't make people laugh. It's my punchlines, my material.
What I mean by high energy is you have a confidence that I wish I had. Like,
Okay, yeah, it's different. But see what a lot, believe me, you're not the only person that said that. My whole career, that's all I heard.
see what
Oh,
I'm
he's got high energy doesn't make people laugh. It's my material, my stage presence, my ability to put the joke together with act outs and everything. That's what makes me who I am.
See, when I watch you, when I say high energy, I mean like go up there full confidence, focused. You know what you're doing. Like to me, you have everything going on. So like when I say high energy, I'm not just saying you're just talking fast, whatever. But I'm saying like you have everything I wish I had. Like the confidence I wish I
Yeah.
had. But
No,
you,
but see, I don't know what I'm doing. That's the thing that you guys think. I don't know what. Look, when I'm up there, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Look, you seen that surprise when the guy was talking and he had the
that
purple
was so
nails?
fucking good. I wish you filmed that shit, man.
Bro, it just came out. The thing is, when I do shows, people think that I'm just gonna do a set. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go off the top of my head. People don't know. See, a lot of people that don't know that I could do crowd work.
Yeah,
Like
you.
I'm
Hey,
actually really good at
you
it.
said Jeff's the goat. You're second best because I've seen a lot of comedians and your crowd work is fucking amazing.
Okay, my crowd work is not insulting people. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I don't like to pick on people in a bad way. And the only times that I do crowd work is if they're talking or they're like heckling me or they're trying to respond to me. That's when I say something, and then I will go back to my jokes.
Mm.
Other than that, I don't, because I want them to have a good time with me.
So how would you describe your style if you had to put it in one word?
Well, people describe me as Cat Williams style, bro, but I don't see myself like
He's not
that.
really high energy. He's loud, but like
But a lot of people do describe me. I heard people tell me like they're like, oh, some dude told me some comedian dude. He was like, hey, bro, you're like what's that guy Robert Williams? I think that's his name.
no. Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. He's like, you're like Robert. I'm like, I don't see it.
He was just a riffer. He would go up there, but also he stole jokes. He would just go up there and tell other people's
Oh,
jokes.
I heard a lot of comedians steal jokes. I got a lot of comedians that stole jokes from me, but I'm not gonna say names.
I was gonna ask you that. Has it
Oh yeah,
happened to
yeah,
you?
yes, yeah. And there's comics that are doing those jokes, and people don't know they're my jokes, and
See,
that's their best jokes.
I've never really have.
Yes, they stole my jokes.
I've had a joke recently where I have an opening joke that I do, and I saw somebody make a like an Instagram video using that opening line, and I was just like, I didn't see
No, but
anything.
sometimes, look, not everybody steals jokes. Sometimes people think alike, and
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
when it's too basic, people could actually come up with something like that. But with me, my punchlines, bro, like I don't have to steal jokes, bro, because my factory, bro, my brain is weird, bro. Think about it. I'm a Mexican raised in Compton, bro. Bro,
In Bompton.
think about it. When I was growing up as a child in Compton, I was the only Mexican family in blocks.
Was this in like in the 80s or 90s?
Yes, I would have to drive. I would not drive, ride a bike all the way to Watts to hang out with Mexicans. All right. Shout out to my homeboy Harry
Yeah.
Dog. Shout out to my homeboy C's. These are all Mexicans from Watts. And I used to ride a bike from Compton to Watts just to hang out with Mexicans because there was no Mexicans in Compton, bro,
I grew up in
at the
San
time that I was living.
I grew up in San Bernardino, same situation. Like it was bad out there. It was in the 90s. That shit was rough. Like gangs everywhere.
Yeah.
Like my grandparents, they even lived in a nice city and they helped my parents out a lot. Like they would
Yeah.
buy us nice clothes, nice stuff. One
Hmm.
year they got us nice bikes for Christmas.
Hmm.
Everywhere I went, people wanted to fight me for my bike. Grown men, kids, whatever.
Oh man, I got
So
robbed so many
I
times in
never got.
Compton.
We thank God we were in
Whew.
big groups, but we never got fucked with. But it was close, pretty close. I got saved a few times, but
You know what happened to me, bro? There's like when I used to live in Compton, just like a river, like a river.
mhm.
I think it's the LA River. I don't know what it was, but it's like, look, once you go in the middle of that bridge, there's no turning back. You're stuck. Now you have to run that way or run this way. You can't go anywhere else. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna jump in the river because you're not stupid. So I remember I had my mom bought me some brand new Jordans because I was saving and saving. I said I want Jordans. This is when I was a kid, bro. And I'm walking to school, right? I'm in junior high and I'm walking to school. And then I'm in the middle of the fucking bridge, bro. And a black family, bro. I hate to say this. I'm not racist, all right? So don't accuse me. It was the mom, the dad, and the two kids in the back. They pulled up and the dude gets off the car with a gun, bro, with his wife and his kids. And he was like, take your motherfucking shoes off. And he said the N word.
What size were you?
I was a little kid, bro.
Why is he stealing?
But I think it was for his kids.
Oh, pff.
Bro, I was like, he said, take my motherfucking shoes off. And I was like, what? And he pulled out the gun on me and I was freaking out. I'm like, I couldn't run anywhere, bro. He had me right in the middle, bro, of the bridge.
See,
So I took my shoes off and I had my backpack on and I gave him my shoes and he was like, get the fuck. And so I was scared, bro. And then he got in his car and took off and I walked back home. And then I was barefoot. I got home and I told my mom, well, she was like, what are you doing here? Oh, they robbed me for my shoes on gunpoint. And my mom started beating me up, bro. She said, you should have ran. And single moms, come on, single moms.
Hey,
My mama was a single mom at the time.
that
She knew it all.
that reminds me of my joke that I have where I talk about have you ever got your ass beat for getting hurt? You ever got your ass beat for getting robbed?
Oh, I got my ass kicked for being robbed, bro. Think about it. My mom said you should have run. I was like, Mom, he had a gun.
See, I had a similar story. Like, I used to ride when I lived in San Bernardino. We used to ride our bikes. So I told you I got nice bikes for Christmas.
Yeah.
We used to ride our bikes to go fishing. There was a downtown San Bernardino. There was like a little pond. You can go fishing there. We went fishing there with my cousins, and some grown ass man, like a cholo. I was like a kid, like 7 or 8. He was like, "Hey, let me fight you for your bike." And I was like, "What?" Like, and we were standing. We had our bikes next to the pond. We're fishing.
Hmm.
Thank God, my uncle. He worked down the street. He was a mechanic, and he came to check on us because I was with his sons. And he seen the dude talking to me, and then he walked up to us, and the dude walked away, and he's like, "What was he saying?" And he was like, "I was like, oh, he wanted me to fight him for my bike." Oh, he was like, "What did he say?" And then he went up there, he beat that fool's ass. But I'm like, that's what I said. The same situation. A grown ass man, some old fucking cholo with no shirt on, wanted to. I was like 7 years old, I was a fucking little kid, like wanted to fight me for my bike. Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? But I
Nothing.
got saved. He was like a fucking angel. He fucking saved me. But I had a lot of
See,
situations.
now it's gotten to the point that they're not going to steal your bike if it's not an e-bike. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to pedal.
Times have changed.
Now they don't want to pedal with their asses. Now they want an electric bike. So now if you put a regular bike, they're not going to steal it. You know, because all the cholos are fat now. Everybody's obese now, so they don't want to work for it. Like if they have to steal your bike and pedal, nah, they want to just
Uh,
press that button.
I was listening to a podcast, Felipe Esparza's podcast today, and he's like, if you see a 50-year-old man fixing a bike, that neighborhood is rough. Like, he's like, that's when it's time to get the fuck out. Like, because no one uses bikes anymore, you know? Like,
I still ride bikes.
I'm talking about the tweakers. He's like, if
Yeah.
he's fixing a bike, he was on a mission. He was out stealing parts for his bike that night.
That's funny. Yeah.
Have you ever met Felipe before?
No, actually, look, it's funny because I did a long time ago. This is when I started. He was hosting at the Sunset Room in Hacienda Heights, and he was hosting, and I went there and I did the show, but he doesn't remember me, bro. I went up there and I just did like they gave me like 3 minutes.
The first ever comedy show I went to was him. I went to go see him like 15 years ago, like
Yeah.
way before I started comedy. He was at the old Bray Improv.
No, I never met him. I seen him, but I can't say that I met him because he was hosting. He just threw me up because I knew somebody that knew somebody, and they're like, oh, give him 3 minutes. So I went like three. I think I did like 3 minutes, and then they
He's one of my like comedic inspirations. Like,
nice. Yeah.
I've watched him since I was young, and I went to his special. He had a special before fucking COVID happened,
hmm
and I don't know. He was the first comic I ever saw live, and I still like him to this day. I like his podcast.
No, yeah, he's good. He's good. Like, there's a lot of good comedians. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good comics. But from my experiences, the people that I work with, I only work with 2 headliners, bro. Like nobody, they take me on the road, Doug, and then they see what I do, and they're like, nah, not Bebos. Bro, you know how many times I got rejected, bro? It's like, ah, they're like, they call me like, hey, this, I want you to open like bars, and not even clubs. They're like, hey, man, I got a bar show, and I want you to open up for this guy. Like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they call me back an hour. Oh, the guy said, not you.
That's what I said. I've said this before. I would never want to follow you. I feel bad for whoever has to follow you.
No, I mean, you just got to ride the wave, bro. That's it. See, it don't matter how good you are. You just got to learn how to ride the wave because there's the wave, once you set the bar, right? And you just got to go in there and just ride the wave. And it's going to be smooth. Like people that got experience, they're going to ride that wave like nothing. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be like the funniest guy. You just got to know how to ride the wave.
What's your writing process like? Like, how do you do your bits? Do you sit down and write? Do you
No,
think it
no.
in your head? Or
Everything happens when I'm driving, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Or
you
when
have
I'm performing
you have to
live.
pull over and text your little thing?
Sometimes, yeah. Or I'm just driving and then I'll just think of something. Hey, shit, that shit was funny. And then I'll just write the main thing. And then when I go home, my brain just remembers what I said.
See, like I do a lot of the same situation. I write in my head and then I'll put it down. But when I write it down, it doesn't sound the same like I do in my head. Like I'll write down basically like cliff notes.
Oh, the reason why that happens is because you don't have experience yet.
hmm
But that doesn't mean that it's not funny. Because if you thought it was funny, that means it's funny.
hmm
Remember, when you write something, you're writing it because you think it's funny. So now you have to figure out a way to deliver it the same way you hear it in your brain.
Exactly.
Yeah, but sometimes you just got to change words around. Because remember, we live in a society where people are sensitive now.
Fuck them.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to connect with everybody, you got to make it to the point where, because you can make everybody, you could connect with everybody. You just got to find the right words, like substitute some of the words. Like, I've done jokes where I'm like, because I used to say, like, when I started comedy, I used to say the word fat. Okay, example. I used to say fat. And I noticed that every time I would say fat, I didn't have experience, so people would stay quiet. I'll be like, yeah, man, this fat. And everybody's just like, because nobody in their brains think they're fat. That's just the bottom line. Because when you see a fat person, they body shame another fat person that is bigger than them, which it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, okay, you're talking about that fat person, but you're fat too. Yep, yeah, but I'm not that fat. It's crazy, bro. Like they criticize fat people criticize each other more than skinny people.
That's like being black and saying the N-word. You're allowed to.
It's like me. Look, I don't wake up in the morning saying, "Oh, fat people." I don't care because I don't even see myself skinny, bro.
You're shredded.
No, but I don't see myself like I'm me. Like when you wake up in the morning, you just wake up and be like, I'm just gonna wake up and just me. You don't think about none of that.
You wake up and you can get out of bed easier.
No, not really. I'm old. I gotta roll over like everybody else. Like,
do you stretch in the morning before you get out of bed?
I have to now.
I'm older now, so like before I get out of bed, I like do. There's like bed stretches you do. Fucking stretch your legs, stretch your arms. You can't just hop out of bed; you'll get a cramp.
Yeah, you'll mess yourself up. But that's me right now. But that's the thing, though. I used to say the word fat, and the whole audience would stay quiet. And then I started changing the word to
obese.
No, to just big or she was heavier than me. And then
she was
and things got a little funnier. And then now I don't even do fat jokes because I know I stay away from them because I stay away from fat jokes because they don't work with me.
They work for me and they're awesome.
They don't, bro. I'm sorry, but fat jokes are played out. They're like overkill. Like every fat person that goes on stage, oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm hungry.
You
You know,
just told my whole set.
no, but think about it. No, that's cool. If it works, it works. But I'm saying for me, it doesn't work for me. If I use the word fat, more than likely somebody's gonna get offended in the audience. They're not gonna like me. And I'm not trying to be a mean person. I'm just like I'm doing comedy. But now I learned that I just stay away from fat jokes.
See,
Sometimes when I'm mad, like last time I was mad and I went in front of the whole audience and I was angry that day, bro. I don't know what it was. I got mad and I was like,
the one that we were at, the one.
no, it was another show I did. And
Oh.
I was angry at the time and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna piss people off. I don't care. And I went up there and I was like, what's up, you fat motherfuckers? And everybody started laughing, bro. The time that I'm mad and I really mean it, everybody laughed.
It's because they think it's just sarcasm.
But when I mean it, when I don't mean it and I'm just trying to be silly, they don't laugh.
See, I feel like you just have to be likable. Like you're a likable person. As soon as you're on
Nah,
stage,
bro, the fat people, they don't want to hear a skinny person talk about fat people.
I'm your number one fan. What are you talking about? But I'm saying like you're a likable person. Your energy, your whatever it is, your stage presence is good. Like I feel like if you're a likable person, you could say whatever the fuck you want. And they won't get
Yeah,
mad.
I mean, you could say there's ways. I mean, I could say fat jokes, but I stay away from them because I don't want to.
I have one fat joke.
Because I want people to have a good time with me. The thing is, I used to have a fat joke. I used to have like a few of them, and they were okay, but I had to change the words around. I had to use big. I had to use, like I told you, heavier than me. Uh, I don't use the word plus size. That's the newer shit. I don't use none
Hey,
of that.
what about in Japan when you went out there and it's the clothing says fat? Like, did you see that out there?
Yeah, bro. In Japan, bro, you will get body shamed. They don't give up.
That's what I was saying. Out there, they don't have extra large. It says fat on it.
They
Like,
don't care. In Japan, bro, look, the only fat people you're gonna see in Japan are the foreigners, people that are coming from UK or the United States, and you could tell because they're wearing hokas. You know what I mean? When you see the fat girls wearing hokas, you're like, yeah, they're from the United States or UK, bro.
they got on Crocs.
You could tell from a mile away when they're from they're foreigners. Like you could see it. Like, oh, even the Asians that are coming from the United States, they're big.
What was that like this last? I know you go out there often. How was your last trip out there?
Oh yeah, I was there like 3 weeks ago.
You did some comedy shows.
Yeah,
out there, right?
I did the Osaka Comedy Club and I did the Tokyo Comedy Bar, and I was gonna do it on Friday.
Was the crowd all locals? Was there
No,
was there foreigners?
Yeah, they're all from the UK, bro.
So I'm saying like I've never been, but what I assume it's all local Japanese people. But you said it was foreigners there. It's like Vegas or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because that club is so famous, the Tokyo Comedy Club. Like a lot of foreigners go, and the one in Osaka, the time that I went, it was nothing but people from the UK. It was crazy, bro.
So when you did your material out there, like how did you do? Because you're
Oh,
American.
They were sensitive. Like when I started doing the crowd work, they were laughing. I was like doing crowd work, and then I started going into my bits, and they got quiet, bro.
Because like if you say you did your Compton bit, they don't know what fucking Compton.
No,
is,
I
so,
didn't do
like,
my Compton, but I know what to say. Like I told you, I read the room. So I was doing crowd work and I was talking about the Japanese people, like how they treat us. Like we're foreigners. They're annoyed, their faces.
So when you go out there, you have to immediately start writing because you need.
You gotta look at that's what you gotta study the city.
It's crazy how like out there they have like everything has a vending machine. You could buy dirty underwear in a vending machine, like
Bro, Japan
women's panties in the vending machine.
Bro, Japan is it'll change your life. When you go to Japan,
My wife's gonna go with her grandma. My wife is white and Japanese. Her grandma is Japanese, and they're supposed to have a girls trip. They're gonna go sometime this year, so she's gonna go out there.
yeah, she's gonna have a great time. It's just they body shame people though. They see you, they look at you and they know what they're
I
saying.
forgot to ask you because you're Mexican. Were they like looking down on you because you're?
Oh, I would have to say I'm Mexican because they don't like people with beards, bro.
They think you're a Taliban or something.
You know who they don't like over there? They don't like Indians, bro.
Oh, I'm fucked. I can't go out
Oh,
there.
I know I had the beard and I was like, Mexico. Oh, Mexico. And they were all like, Mexico. That's what they said.
If they did look at me and do this shit, like
Shout out to Japan, man. No, man, it's like,
I saw this video recently. It was like how that place is the cleanest place. There's no trash cans out there.
there's no
Like everyone takes their trash home, and like the World Cup's going on, right? When Japan was out here, once the game was over, everyone just started picking up trash. Like they clean up after themselves. Like
they're very respectful and they're.
hey, they need to teach that in India. Have you seen that?
I don't even want to talk about that, bro. It's just, but I know that in Japan they don't like Indians, bro.
What's crazy is that in Japan, like trash guys are like highly respected, and it's a high paying job. Like out here, if you're a garbage man, they look down on you out there. You're like the king out there. They treat them with respect. You know,
Bro, I don't understand that their diet is like they eat a lot of raw fish.
it's because they drink a lot of hot teas, so
No, no,
like
no.
flushing out. You
But they
know,
eat a lot of raw fish, and then the people are. I seen people over 100, bro. A lot of them like walking in the. They're walking with canes, and they're all really old. They're hunched forward, like
it's you know,
they're over 100, and they're still working and walking, bro. It's crazy.
I've heard a lot of few things about cultures and countries that like what's your ethnicity, like where's you from, you're from
I'm straight Mexican, bro.
so they say like once you reach a certain age, say you having digestive problems, you need to start eating based on your culture of where you're from because whatever ancestry dietary we had, that affects your immune system like or your body or your gut problems. So if you're like they say Mediterranean, like if you're from somewhere else, like a Mediterranean diet's better. Like wherever your origins are from, that's how you're supposed to be eating because your ancestors ate this way. So it's like in your DNA.
Yeah.
So like in the Asian culture, like they eat everything like the fish. It's like low fat. They drink a lot of hot teas. That's like cleanliness, natural herbs. You know, like so. If you're an American Asian and you're eating fucking McDonald's and Burger King and shit like that, and you having health problems,
Yeah.
if you were to resort back to your ancestry dietary, you know, it might help you.
No, just go back to Japan. You will lose weight, bro. I was out there the first time I went in January, for New Year, and I lost like 12 pounds.
Because everything's and out here, because America, everything is fucking
Think
over
about it.
processed.
And I was eating like ramen, like maybe 3 times a day with like sushi, everything.
Because their pasta's real. Out here, it's all preservatives and
Yeah.
nasty shit. Like almost 90% of the shit we have in America is banned in other countries.
Oh, and the water is the zero fluoride. They have no fluoride in the water.
What does it taste like? I've never had pure water before.
Oh, it's different. It's different. And then you're not peeing all day, and then you pee, and it's like nice. It's got this nice little yellow
Like
color.
they say,
Healthy.
they say if you go to Italy and eat their pasta, you're not gonna feel like shit.
No, I've been to Italy too, bro.
So like the whatever they use out there for their grain is like is healthier than what we use.
Well, they don't. A lot of the stuff that they sell here, they don't sell in Italy or in Japan.
Yeah, it's because it's banned. Yeah,
It's banned. They don't have like in Italy. They don't have Skittles or none of that shit because it's
Yeah.
all food coloring and all that.
RFK is trying to change all that shit, but good luck. That's gonna lose a lot of money.
It's not gonna happen because
There's too much money involved.
much money. The politicians are getting paid too much money to pass all these.
And the healthcare too. They want us to be fucking sick. Like you said, you went through that shit when you were sick, and you're like they kept you sick. Like they don't want you make more money off you by you being sick.
Of course, but I fixed myself, by the way, with natural medicine.
I had a friend ask me.
I'm fixing myself.
I know you've talked about your natural. I had a friend ask me like, what did you use? Like what teas or like what were you using until like?
Look, the main thing. Look, I don't like talking about that stuff because sometimes it's not good because I'll become a target.
Every person is different, so yeah.
No, but what I recommend is just take care of your liver. Take care of your liver is your filtering system. If your liver is working 100%, you will not have any health issues. And everything that we eat targets the liver.
Mhm.
Everything, especially sugar. So if you can stay away from sugar and seed oils, you're pretty much gonna go back to your healthy. Your body's gonna go into its natural look.
Are you still fasting? Weren't you doing a water
Yeah,
fast?
I just did a water fast. I did a 10-day water fast.
How was that?
In the beginning it was brutal, bro. Like the first 2 days, I was like, what the? But I learned that you gotta drink the water with minerals. You gotta put like trace minerals. You can't just drink regular water. This
Yeah.
is filtered, so they
Yeah,
filter out all the minerals. So you have to put you gotta put your electrolytes in here
Hmm.
and drink it. And yeah, by the third day, bro, it was weird. Like I was clear. I felt clear.
How do you think like homeless people? They're just mobbing around on missions. They don't eat anything. They're barely eating, you know. And those motherfuckers got energy up to date.
Yeah, because the more you eat, the worse it gets. You're not supposed to eat 3 times a day.
yeah, it's all bullshit.
No, you're supposed to eat 1 to 2 times a day, and make sure you eat. Well, I'm carnivore, so I eat a lot of meat.
Hmm.
A lot. You saw? I don't know. I posted
Yeah.
I just eat a lot of meat, a lot of chicken, a lot of beef, a lot of fish, a lot of sardines.
I haven't had sardines. So sardines and crackers. That was the old days back. In
No,
the
no
day.
crackers, just a sardine. But it's a certain sardine that you can't just buy something with seed oils. It's got to be like olive oil or salt, sea salt. That shit. If you want to be healthy, bro, If you guys want to be healthy, just eat sardines for like a month and watch what happens. Don't eat nothing else. Just sardines, water with minerals. Watch what happens.
So you did a 10-day fast with nothing. You didn't do like you didn't do any
Just
like
electrolytes.
I know there was a dude who like went a whole year without. He was a fat dude. He went a whole year without eating, but he just had to go get like the IV drips for something for the electrolyte drips or whatever. But this guy supposedly went a whole year without eating anything whatsoever. Like it's crazy. You think that like you die in a couple days without starving, but you need water. Like water is what you can
Yeah,
survive
but
on.
water with minerals though. You
Yeah.
can't. You if you go on a water fast and you just drinking regular water, something bad's gonna happen.
What kind of water do you drink?
I drink filtered water,
The
filter water, and then I put electrolytes. I buy electrolytes, and that's how you do it.
what's the one from Costco called? Where you add it to it? I forget what it's called. It's a little packets of
Nah,
electrolytes.
don't buy it at Costco. No, you need to buy it.
The GMC.
Nah, don't buy that brand, bro.
So where do you get it at?
Nah, you gotta buy one. Trace Minerals, that's one. That brand, Trace Minerals, that's a good one. You without flavor, no nothing. You just put it in, and it tastes like salt. You put it in your water. You get a whole gallon, and I think it's like half a teaspoon. Just put it in there, shake it up, and drink it throughout the whole day.
It's crazy how our body needs salt. Like they
You
say
need salt.
the salt's bad for you. I was trying to tell my daughter this because she was sick the other day, and I gave her Pedialyte, and I was like, you need electrolytes. Like your body needs like the salt in the electrolytes to keep you from being dehydrated. You know,
Yep.
it's weird, huh? Like, but if you eat too much salt, it can damage your liver. You
No,
know,
it doesn't.
It doesn't damage your
No,
liver. I
because
thought
only
it
only
does.
only sugar.
I thought salt.
No, salt, your body will piss it out. But the sugar, where it stays in the liver. That's where you get a fatty liver. That's what you get. Yeah, that's that they don't. That's the thing they don't talk about. I hate talking about health because
How do you know if you have a fatty liver or not?
real
Like,
simple.
how do you?
You get a stomach.
Oh, okay. That's how you know. Okay.
Yeah, when you start getting a stomach, a belly. Like let's just say you see a skinny guy with skinny legs, skinny arms, and a
And
big
he has
stomach.
a fucking dad bod.
Yeah, because he's probably drinking too much soda or drinking too much beer. It's fine. I mean, it's okay to drink, but you have to learn to balance it out, like on the
See,
weekends.
I do intermittent fasting. People don't know this, but I do. I don't eat breakfast or lunch. I eat when I get home from work. So I usually like
Perfect.
I usually eat like, but I stay this size. I don't gain or lose. I'm just here. I think if I were to eat more, I'd probably be bigger than I am.
No,
But
but I guarantee you, if you fast and you just eat carnivore and then you work out, I guarantee you, bro, give it 6 months. You're not gonna see the results. Give it 6 months and then watch people tell you, hey, you look different. And that's when you know, oh shit. But you don't ever it's funny because you won't see yourself losing weight. Like me, I don't see myself skinny. I just see myself like me.
my whole life, my weight's been up and down. Like I was into fitness in high school and I lost like 100 pounds, and then like I got married, had kids, and just slowly like stopped working out, and just life happens. I know I'm just making excuses, but
No, it happens to a lot of people. Um, I gained a little bit of weight
when I
too.
was single and I had no kids, I had nothing to do. So me and my friend would go hiking all the time. We'd go to the track and run. Like in high school, I was probably my
No,
best.
you could do that with your kids. I don't even know why. It's the same thing. Why don't you get your kids and go hiking?
Me and my wife have been talking about it recently,
Yeah,
but these new generation of kids don't even want to leave the
I take
house.
my kids when I go hiking. I take them.
Little Pacquiao's.
I drag them. Like, come on, my little Japsikins. I'm like,
What do you have, boys or
two
girls?
boys, two Japanese boys, half Japanese boys, and I tell them, hey, let's go for a walk. They don't never say no
I
to me.
have two half Japanese daughters.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
We're the one and the same, huh? And
We're
then
like the same, yeah.
you had the joke about your wife being J. I was telling you about that one I wanted to do about my wife, and she was like, "You better not fucking say it." When I was telling you, I was like,
Nah, if your wife doesn't, it's not comfortable, don't say it. Like me, I asked my wife first. Is it okay if I? She's like, yeah, it's not.
she was there the night in Pomona, right?
Yeah, she was there. You saw her.
And then you were like telling all these jokes about her, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
Nah, she's seen me before. She's seen me, so
It's funny the way you describe your wife. Then I seen your wife; she's beautiful. No disrespect, but I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, the way you portray her on stage," I was just like, "Oh fuck." And then I see her, and I was like, "Oh, she's a lovely woman," you know.
yeah, she's a small woman, bro. Like,
But it's a character you're putting on, you know. Like I liked it. It goes with the bit.
yeah, I got married to a woman that mm, she probably gained like since I met her, she probably gained like not even 15 pounds
And you over there talking about she's horrible on stage.
because it's comedy, bro.
Yeah, no, it's just an act.
No, it's an act, but I'm not. But a lot of the things that I say are true. It's just, because if I go up there and be like, yeah, my wife is hot and she's beautiful, and be like, man, shut the fuck, everybody's gonna say that. So, but if you
How
just,
long you guys been together?
oof, oh, it's funny. We got married in 2010 when I started comedy.
Oh hell, nice. How did you meet her?
Just at a party. It was like a party, and
Is she from Compton too?
no, no, no. They're from Hawaii. Her family. They're Japanese from Hawaii. So
Same with my wife's family. They're from out
yeah,
there too.
yeah. So we met. I didn't even know she was. I didn't even know she was Japanese, bro. I saw her with another Asian girl, and I was like, talk to her. Started talking, and then we just exchanged numbers, and then we started talking, and then it's funny, like I knew right away when I met her, bro. Like I knew it because I met so many hood rats before, and I had violent girlfriends, violent people around me.
Were you ever in any long term relationships before that?
No, because there were a lot of the people that I was meeting that were violent, bro. Like they had issues, mental issues, bro. Like
From Compton.
from everywhere. And then when I met my wife, and I was like, and I told her, I was like, what was different about this girl? And I couldn't figure it out, because she was nice, she was respectful, she would talk to me, she would sit there, and she had a problem with me, she would sit there and talk to me. She wasn't screaming, and I was like, what? I wasn't used to that.
That's that culture.
And no, you know what I came up with? I was just, and then something just hit me, and I was like, she has a mom and a dad.
Oh.
She was raised by two parents. And then the other ones was raised by a single parent.
Single moms.
Single moms, bro. So they turn them into man haters.
Hell yeah.
So they just because their dads did something bad, they start accusing other men of doing bad shit. I'm like, hey, I'm not your dad. Don't accuse me. If your dad was a screw up, don't get me involved because I'm not your dad. I'm not
exactly.
that person. So you can't categorize me as your dad because you're like, oh man, they're pieces of shit. They're dogs. No,
Your dad was a piece of shit.
no, I'm not gonna say his dad because we don't know. We don't know I don't know his dad, so I can't even say. But all I could tell her is, I'm not your dad. Whatever your dad did, I'm not doing what your dad is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't accuse me of being a bad man because you don't really know me like that. No, but your actions, like, no, I'm not gonna do what you're telling me to do. I have my own brain, bro. If it's not working out for you, it's not working out for me. So bye.
So you guys been together like 15, 16 years now?
16 years, but we were together before that. But we got married officially 2010.
I've been with my wife since '06. We've been together for like 20 years now.
Yeah.
We got married in 2013.
Okay. Yeah, we've been together for a long time, but yeah, it's cool, man. She's really nice to me. She supports me. That's the number one thing, bro. She supports my comedy, bro. To me, you need a wife that supports you, even when you're doing bad, when you're doing good. My wife is crazy. She believes in me, bro.
I believe in you.
And I don't even believe in myself sometimes. And she reminds me, like I told her, I don't want to do comedy today. She's like, go. That's what you want in life.
Did she tell you to come here?
No, I told her I'm gonna do the podcast. She's like, okay. No, but the thing is that we have this relationship where it's like she supports me, bro. Which that to me, and I support everything she does.
You wouldn't mind me asking how old is she?
She's 47.
See, that generation of women doesn't exist anymore. They were like, respect your husband, take care of your kids.
Yeah.
This new generation of women, you're Gen X, right? She's Gen X.
Yeah, I'm Gen X. Yeah.
The millennials, the Gen Zs, the millennials went wild. They went fucking crazy. They just want to hook up with everybody. Now, what I'm glad is that Gen Z is now learning from millennials. Like, they're not like that. Like, the Gen Zs, they don't drink. They're more healthier, They don't drink. They don't smoke.
Who, the millennials?
The Gen Z, the newer, like my daughter's generation.
Oh, okay.
Millennials were the wild ones. They were the fucking crazy partiers, early 2000s, like partying, hooking up, whatever. That's why divorce and marriage and millennials are fucking, they're like at a high,
Yeah.
Now Gen Z, like our birth rate is low. People aren't having as many kids. The STDs are down.
Okay, but you know what the problem with Gen Z?
They don't want to leave the house.
They're lazy. They don't like driving, bro. And they don't know how to drive. Facts. Gen Z, you guys need to step your game up, learn how to drive, because in case something happens with your older parents, you'll be able to drive them to the hospital.
Exactly.
Okay, that's the reason why.
But what I'm saying,
you love your parents.
What I'm saying is that this new generation is learning from the past. Like they don't want to now. Another thing too is in our generations there wasn't cell phones, there wasn't social media. Now everything they're doing is being filmed. Or say right now they did something right now, it'd be on Instagram right now in 5 minutes. Somebody posting a video, whatever.
See, the thing, I still read, bro. Like that's how I'm fixing myself. I started reading 1930s, 1920s, old books about health, and that's how I discovered how to fix myself. I'm like, hey, there is a cure for what I have, and
you could literally Google any remedy for anything.
No, you can't. Google is the worst place to look for things. You have to go to Yandex or a private search engine because everything is filtered, bro. If you go right now on on Google, it's gonna say, uh, take aspirin, because it's programmed by the same people
You
that
know,
control
you know what's
everything.
crazy? My dog has an ear infection right now, right? And I was googling like different things, like just trying to read about her ear
Hmm.
infection because I was treating her at home. She gets them all the time. She's a Frenchie. They're prone to
Yeah.
fucking. They have skin problems. Their breed just has health problems, right? My other dog is healthy as a horse, but this other one, she has an ear infection. I was googling stuff, and I kept googling different things, just trying to read as much as I could. Then eventually, it was like, you have suspicious activity going on, and I was like, what? It was like telling me, like, because I was asking too many questions, it stopped me and it was like, are you a robot? And I had to like go through this. I've never seen this before. I had to click I am not a robot. I thought it was like, am I being hacked? Like, what is this shit?
Yeah, because they're monitoring what you're looking for. They don't want you to know that there is natural stuff.
But that's what I was looking for, because home remedies. Because I've taken my dogs to the fucking vet so many times. They just want to they want the money. They're like, oh, this little vial of cream is $80, and I was like, fuck that. Like, I bought this special balm for my, because their dogs, they get like their rolls. They get little like, you have to clean the rolls out and put little creams on them.
You know how you fix your dog?
Coconut oil.
No, yeah, you know how you fix your dog though? Go to a tractor or whatever those places and get a dog dewormer.
Hmm.
And you got to deworm your dogs once a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Oh, I do mine every 6 months.
Okay, but you have to deworm. You have to. A lot of people they don't deworm their dogs and they don't deworm their children, which I do.
You
A
could
lot-
do that.
yes, and when you start doing that, you're gonna see the difference.
Yeah, yeah, but all the stuff that I've been doing for my dog on its own works better than the shit they give me. Like, I just recently started using coconut oil on their skin, and they look like brand new coats. Like, my daughter's friends here, she's like, "Dang, your dogs look dark," because I've been putting coconut oil on them, and it makes their fur look
Yeah,
nice and
because the
shiny.
coconut oil kills the fungus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It kills
So,
fungus.
so I've been using the coconut oil as like a natural remedy that I found online. That's
Hmm.
another thing I was googling. Like, I had these creams and balms and the shit
Hmm.
that I bought from the vet, and the natural remedy is using coconut oil. And it within a couple days, their fur looks beautiful.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're doing the right thing.
my daughter's friend was like, "Oh, your dog looks darker." I'm like, "Yes, because her fucking fur looks full. It's good."
It's a
Like,
natural color now.
yeah. So like I said, I was googling anything I could do to help treat my
Nah, don't
dog,
Google. Go to Yandex.
but.
Whatever. Uh, Go to a private search engine. You're gonna find more information.
But what was crazy, like you're saying, like it stopped me. It was asking me if I was a robot for
Yeah,
asking too many questions. I was like, what the
Google is
fuck?
censored, bro. Google is censored. Like they don't want you to know. Like me, when I started figuring out what was wrong with me, I had to buy. I got a bunch of books, bro, like health books from the 1930s, like thick ass books, and they're boring. But you sit there, and once you find something like yes, and you highlight it,
Like ginger roots and like teas and all that shit.
bro. I
Like,
did a liver flush, bro.
what did that involve? Like a
I
bunch of
flushed out a
tea,
bunch of stones, like what do you call those?
kidney stones?
No, not kidney, the gallbladder stones.
Oh, that's crazy.
I got pictures. You want to see them?
No.
You guys
my
want to see them?
my dad had kidney stones one time, and I was at the
And
hospital.
they try to take out your gallbladder, which is stupid. You can flush them out
My dad had to get his
for
taken.
$13.
My dad had to get his taken out with they put like a catheter up your.
Yeah, yeah. I had,
And I was in the waiting room and I heard my dad scream when they put it. He said it's like the size of a straw and they just
bro,
shove it
it
up your.
hurts so bad.
And he like pissed blood for like a week and it
Yeah.
was all bad. I was like, fuck. Like, I was like a little kid when
Yeah,
that
but
happened.
the gallbladder stones are created from the liver, and the gallbladder is the innocent bystander, bro. And they say, oh, you got to cut out your gallbladder. The gallbladder is packed up with all these rocks, and it doesn't want to flush out because the bile turns into calcifications. Your liver does that.
I take cayenne pepper pills. Do you do that?
Oh, that's good for blood flow.
Yeah, this one that I have, it has ginger, cayenne pepper, and some other shit in there, like turmeric and
Oh, that's
whatever.
smart. Yeah, that's smart. That's good
Because
for you.
I used to just take regular cayenne pepper, but if you take those, it's just basically chili in a capsule.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like I used to put it on my food and everything, but it just got boring. So I bought the capsules. So I just started taking the capsules.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's good.
this new one that I have, it was the one I had before was just cayenne pepper only. This new one is cayenne pepper, ginger root, turmeric, and it's a bunch of shit in one. And it's more diluted because the last one, if you took it and didn't drink water, you had fucking heartburn and shit. But
Yeah, but the problem is that if you're taking all that natural stuff, remember, natural stuff takes longer.
Mhm,
But if you're eating the shit that is creating the problem, you're never gonna fix it.
mhm.
So you have to cut out the things that are creating these problems. The cayenne pepper is good for blood flow, bro.
Yeah, that's why I
And
take it.
it opens up
Your arteries and
your
stuff.
arteries. It takes all the plaque. It eats up all the plaque out of your. So it's good for you.
That's what one of my coworkers was telling me about it because like I'm at the age now like where I got to start taking vitamins and shit. Like I'm pretty sure there's more I got to take, but I just took that suggestion and I started taking
No,
this.
yeah, you're doing good. But I mean, I don't know.
Because my dad passed away from a heart failure, and then that just got me going. Like like a heart failure is like blood clots or whatever. Like that just got me like thinking I need to fucking work on my
Yeah, yeah. But if
circulation.
you're doing the right things, you just gotta I think you just gotta go carnivore.
I've done it before, but like with the kids and it's hard to like make separate meals. Like I can't get my kids to do
No,
that shit.
yes, you can.
They actually, what's crazy? My little one,
They're gonna have more energy.
my little one is like a vegan or something. Like she will not like I have to force her to eat meat.
Well,
Like
veganism is not good.
no, I don't for I'm just saying is she hates meat. Like she'll eat some chicken, some meat. She doesn't like hamburger meat. She don't like fish. She likes chicken and steak. That's it.
Yeah, but you gotta break her into
No, trust me, we do. We make
because
her.
the protein you cannot get it from plants. People are like they argue all the time, like because I was a vegan. Look, when I got shot, I couldn't eat meat for like 4 years, bro. I couldn't digest the meat because I got shot in my liver, so I couldn't. I didn't have the enzymes or the bile to.
Have you heard about that new tick now that if you get bit by this certain tick that it makes you allergic to meat?
I don't believe that shit, bro.
But supposedly it's like it's lab created ticks. Like
You could get rid of it. You could get rid of anything that they do, as long as you're not injecting yourself with any kind of jabs. You'll be fine. Just like I said, deworm yourself once a year, and you're gonna be fine.
what do you use for that? Like medication or like natural remedies?
Natural wormwood, walnut, black walnut, and
I've heard about the
clove.
wormwood.
Yeah, you do all three of those together, and then you do a cycle for like 3 months.
You like boil it, right?
Nah, you could buy the tinctures and mix it all together.
Oh, I thought you had to like make it at home
No,
in the pot.
you can make it as teas too, but it's better to just buy the tinctures and do it yourself. And you're gonna see the stuff that comes out, bro. I don't want to show you guys the stuff that I'm learning how to take care of my health, bro. And real simple once you learn, but it's very hard when you don't have that information.
Do you think since you've gotten healthier, your comedy's more better? Like you're more
When I'm happy, my comedy is better. And
you're more cognitive now that you're
when I'm happy, be careful. If you're a headliner, if I'm happy,
how long
be on your toes.
How long have you been sober now?
Ooh, I stopped drinking because it was crazy how I stopped drinking. When I was doing comedy in the beginning, I used to drink all the time.
I know that's what I've talked about. This is a constant controversy. Like once comedians first start, it's a party. Like everyone's supposed to hang out and drink, party.
Yeah.
We're around the bars, we're on this, so it's kind of like hand in hand. You have to drink. You have to buy drinks at the places you go. Like
yeah, the thing is, when I stopped drinking, I lost a lot of my so-called friends.
yeah,
They were not my friends. They were just drinking partners.
That's how my wife was. Like she used to party a lot, and then once she quit, she's been sober for years now too, and they're all gone.
Yeah, those are the people that are just there for a good time. They're not there for you. They're there because you have something in common with them. You guys are both screw ups.
See, I've never been a partier. I'll drink, I'll have beers occasionally, but I've never like, oh, I gotta get fucked up. Let's go out. Like
it was bad for me.
That's why when I started comedy I never really went to bars. I've been to breweries and shit, but once I started comedy, I've been around more bars now since I started comedy. Like before that, I wasn't going out to bars. I've probably been to like one or two in my life. Like
yeah,
it's crazy that a lot of comedians are sober now. Like they're starting to sober up, but we have to be around a drinking setting. Like every show you do involves mostly alcohol.
Oh man, when I started, bro, motherfuckers in the back doing cocaine, doing meth, doing popping pills, drinking like 4 shots before they go on stage.
And it's crazy. Like I heard back in the day, like comics used to get paid in cocaine or.
Nah, bro, I'm pretty sure it's still happening right now. But I don't want to be around it. The people that I hang out with now are like, they drink,
Can I tell you something? I've only ever seen weed in my life. I never hung out with those type of people. And I've never seen drugs, like real drugs in my life besides weed. So call me a square, but I just never hung out with those people.
No, that's good. That's good. I've been around people that
I seen somebody buy fake Coke one time. Some dude I knew in high school bought Coke off somebody, but it was actually just baby formula.
Wow, that's funny.
Hey, but we're like time to wrap it up. It's an hour and 20 minutes in. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the best podcasts I've ever had.
Serious?
Like I'm not fucking with you. Like I like people like you who can engage, and you've gave me a lot of knowledge. That's why I want more experienced comics on here because you have more to talk about. Like I've talked to a lot of people on my level, and we kind of know what the fuck we're talking about. But I've learned a lot from you tonight, and I appreciate you coming out here.
Okay, let me say something to the comics right now. if you've been doing comedy for 3 years, you're not ready. And I don't want to sound like a hater. Some of them are good, but you're not ready. It takes from me, it takes from my experience 6 to 8 years to find your voice. Once you find your voice, then you're gonna know who you really are as a comedian, and that's when the magic really starts to happen. And then at 10 years, it's when you're consistent. That's when you go and you could perform anywhere and do really good. It doesn't matter bars, clubs, stadiums, whatever. You're gonna do good because you already battle tested. That's what I call it. Because you know exactly what's going on. You have enough knowledge and you understand who you are as a person, and you're like, all right, I know what to do now, and you start reading the room. But it takes about from 6 to 8 years. So all you comedians out there, I'm not a hater. I'm just giving you solid information so you guys could learn, because nobody told me this, and I want to share this information with you guys. Remember, once you find your voice, the magic is gonna happen, and you're gonna look back 3 years and be like, "I was funny in 3 years," and you're gonna look at your set and you'll be like, "It's embarrassing, bro."
It's like seeing your old high school photos.
Yes, but hey, you got to go through the bad stuff.
That's why I've said this. Like when I got
But
offered,
embrace it, even the bad sets, because there's no such thing as a bad set. Because if you know what you did wrong, that means you're learning. Remember, if you screw up, like how you told me, oh, I screw up a lot of things. No, because it was a good set, because you understand what you did wrong, so you could correct it on the next show. Pay attention, comedians.
that's why, like I said, when I got offered a headliner set 2 years in, I was like, no, like I'm not ready. I can't wait till I'm 6 or 8 years in.
Okay,
Like,
just say do it, but just say, don't call me a headliner. I'm just gonna close out the show.
okay, that's some
Do
good
it.
advice.
Just say I'm not a headliner. But I'll close out the show.
Mhm.
Okay, so do it. And well, yeah, let's plug up the show.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
go ahead and tell whatever shows you got coming up.
Okay, I got a show at the Laugh Factory. It's July the 19th, right?
Yeah,
July 19th. It's gonna be the $10 ticket with Jojo Garcia and friends. I will be there. It's $10. Okay, the ticket. No excuses. It's gonna be on Sunday. It's gonna be like at 7 o'clock at the Laugh Factory, Covina. Come and check me out. If you never see me perform, would like for you to be there. I will be recording my set, and you might get lucky and be on my bit.
I have one request. The next day is my birthday, so I told JoJo I had no birthday plans. I want to come. I'm only gonna come if you sing me happy birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday? Is that a request? Can I end up in your bit?
Wow.
I'm just fucking with you. You don't have to sing me.
No, we'll sing happy birthday, bro.
No, I was literally just fucking with you. But
No, we'll sing.
I told it to JoJo. I'm only going if Bebos sings me happy birthday. He's like, I'll get him to do it. And I'm just fucking with you. But I'm gonna be there because I already have the next day off. So I told JoJo I've been meaning to go to his shows. He did a few recently, and I couldn't make it. But this time I have the day off, and I had no birthday plans, so now I do. So I'll be there. I'm gonna come check you guys out.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Well, once I start doing shows, I'll get you on.
I have a question.
Definitely get you on.
Is there any more shows you want to plug? Just
Well, yeah, no, because this is gonna come out next week, so no.
Yeah.
But I got a few shows this week. That's the July 19th. That's a good one, and then there's a bunch of good ones, but that's where I'm at.
Well, you don't have a website, do you?
No, not yet.
Just your Instagram?
Yeah, I'm also doing the Spanglish.
Go ahead and look it up. Whatever.
I think it's the Long Beach Laugh Factory. I think I'm doing that. I think I got booked I think it's the 22nd of July. It's on a Wednesday, I believe. So you guys hit me up on my social media, and I could hook you guys up. All right, because I think they're giving out free, no cover.
Tell them where they can find you. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is bebos_J_Rafael. You can find me on TikTok, Bebos J Rafael, all together. But it's BEBOS_J_Rafael with the F, okay? Not the PH.
I'll put the Instagram handles on here.
Yeah.
But what about your bad sopa? Tell them to follow your other little.
Oh yeah, and I got my backup.
We never talked about that this whole episode.
Oh yeah, I'm Big Bad Sopa. It's like a character, like a Chicano character that I got on social media that was going viral, but then I got shadow banned for saying they said that I was body shaming.
Tortas?
Yeah, that I was body shaming tortas, bro. Come on. Big Bad Sopa likes tortas. Right?
I have a question. Have you ever performed as Sopa?
No.
Would you ever do that?
No,
character?
because I don't want people to know me as that. I want people to see my comedy, bro. Because then when people see you on social media as that's what they see, you know? That's social media. when I'm on stage, I'm gonna perform.
What about a special night? You just do a sopa night. You
Look,
just go up in a
if
character.
people request it and if Sopa gets really popular and they request it, then
Sopa,
I'll do it.
sopa.
If everybody starts saying Sopa, yeah, I'll
I
do
would
it.
love to see it. How would you dress? Would you wear like a fucking bandana, like a
I don't,
cholo?
but that's one thing I don't want to do that, bro. I want to just go up there and
Hey, you gotta wear huaraches when you do it.
not wear my cowboy boots, bro.
No, but I like your little thing you do. I watch your shit and the shit. Some of the shit you send me, I'm like, fuck this.
I freestyle all I just come up with words. I make up words.
Before we go, I forgot to mention. You said you did music. You used to rap or whatever.
Yeah, I used to do rap music. I was one of the skeletons. I used to paint my face like a skeleton. I was Mr. B.
Is there anything we can find anywhere?
No, I don't want people. I don't want you to see.
You don't
that.
want me to see it?
No, there's actually we have millions of views.
I was saying, do you guys have
And
like?
I don't want to say the name because I don't want to give them more.
So you don't
because the guy is still doing it.
you don't have to talk about
It's
it.
falling apart, because I'm not there anymore.
Do you ever rap on stage for fun or anything like
No,
that?
I actually wrote a song. It's a comedy song that I just wrote, and I want to release it. I want to do a video for it. So
Hey, can I be in the background like eating popcorn or something?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the song is called Breeder.
It's about Latinas or what?
No, I don't. You'll see. Look, once I release it, you guys are gonna see, because I could still do music.
If you want to be in it, if you're gonna shoot a music video, I want to be there. Let me know.
Yeah, definitely. No, you'll be in it. Mess around.
But so that's it. That just the $10 ticket. No other shows you want to promote?
Well, there's more shows, but
Yeah, just okay. Follow him on his Instagram.
follow me on my Instagram, and then you guys get to see a lot more of me. And yeah, I'm hoping that I go on the road again with a big comedian that is not afraid of me. I don't want to sound like that because they're gonna be like, oh, this was cocky, but I'm not. I'm not cocky. I don't care. I respect everybody. I respect all comedians because I think it takes balls to be on stage, bro. I don't care if you've been doing comedy for 6 months. It takes balls to get, and you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Hmm.
Because everybody's afraid to speak in public. For some reason,
Yeah,
it's like people rather do other shit than.
they say it's one of the most craziest things to do, like the most fearful thing to do. You know.
Hmm.
But anyways, Bebos, I've had fun. I've learned a lot from you tonight. I appreciate you coming here. I respect you. You're my fucking idol. You're the shit. I can't wait to see you blow up.
Listen to this. Big bass soap.
Hey, tag the Sopa page too.
All right, I'll tag it. It's bebos underscore, I think, Soto.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah. BEBOS underscore SOTO. That's my last name, Soto. So it'll be bebos underscore Soto. That's my backup page. That's for Sopa. If you guys want to see that.
He posts a lot of funny memes and shit like that.
Oh, and I got my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna be posting a lot of, because I started recording my sets now, so I'm gonna be posting a lot of comedy on my YouTube. All right, so my YouTube is Rafael underscore bebos underscore Soto. All right. So,
All right, guys, give him a follow, and you guys can follow me on my Instagram. It's AndyC underscore comedy. And then go ahead and follow the Crimson Comedy Show.
Oh yeah.
We're on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Like, subscribe, and all right, guys. Thank you for coming, Bebos.
Thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this. I didn't really get too personal, but I'll save it for another time.
You can come back, and we'll do this in a few months. You can come back, and we'll.
Yeah, I could go personal, but right now I just wanted to keep it kind of simple. I don't even know what I was saying, so.
Hey, it'll be out next week. You can watch it again.
Hey, if I say something that offended you, I'm not sorry.
I apologize to no one.
Nah, because it's not. I don't think I'm offending anybody. So I'm just shooting the shit with my homeboy right here.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Good night, guys. See you later.
Later.